Hello, hello. This is a Bers guide for M4. Um, I'm making this because there's no real other good guides on YouTube for how to play Bers with the current meta for M4, and there's a lot of people who have just gotten into M4, so I'm trying to make a guide for that. Um, anyway, there's also pretty low effort, by the way, but I'm just making it because there's nothing else really. So the starter boss, you're going to want to come up over here, and you're going to want to grab out your decoys. There's going to be NPCs that spawn randomly up here. They're going to be spawned on these kind of clay blocks, and you need to place your decoys on one of the NPCs that spawn. Um, you're gonna need to do it between these two pillars. So any of the spots here, like if there's an NPC in any of these spots, you could place it there. You're gonna want to prioritize ones near the front row. But if there's only them in the back row, like if none of the NPCs spawn in the front row, then you can place them at the back. Just don't place them on the sides or whatever. Like make sure that they're between the two pillars. Unless like in very rare occasions there won't be any in this whole area, in which case, yeah, place them on the sides, but whatever. Anyways, while the first bear is spawning, um, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be in your RCM setup. You definitely need an RCM setup to be playing Bers on M4. It's kind of non-negotiable, at least in the good parties. Like, if you show up with a term or melee Bers, like, you're just going to get made fun of. So get an RCM setup if you want to play in, like, kind of sub 230 parties, I guess you need a RCM setup. Um, for the first bear, you're just gonna want to like spam RCM while the bats are coming. The bats come around like 20 seconds in, so just like spam RCM from that point on. Um, you can stand like here, or if you really want, you can stand over here as well. It doesn't really matter though. Um, you're gonna want to kill the bats until 25 out of 30 mobs have spawned, or around that. You know, you can go to 26 or whatever. Um, you should be using Odin to see how many mobs have been killed. So yeah, when 25 mobs have been killed, you're gonna want to just like come back down and stand next to the decoy or whatever, and just wait for the mage to spawn the first bear and for them to kill the first bear. After the first bear is killed, you're gonna want to RCM next to the decoy, wherever the decoy is, and just kill all of the remaining bats. Sometimes you'll like kill all the bats that are here, but it won't be all of the bats because there'll still be like a few stray bats, like two or three in the middle somewhere, and so in that case you can just kind of like see where they are and just kind of RCM back and forth to kill them. You should be like two tapping the bats. It's kind of fine if you three tap though or whatever, but yeah. Anyways, once you've killed all of the bats, you're gonna want to come down over here, opposite where Thorn is, and you can either warp down, although some people say that you should leap to the archer in order to avoid taking the chicken aggro away from mage, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't do anything. I don't know though. I feel like it doesn't. I never leap to the archer. I always just either warp. Um, yeah, anyways, so you're gonna want to stand between these two rabbit spawners here, and you could stand somewhere in the middle and just RCM, or you could stand more to one side and RCM. It's kind of mostly just preference. Um, I guess, well, okay, if there are more mobs on the mob kill counter, then it's like if it's like 28 out of 30, then it's better to send like to one side. Whereas if it's only like 25 out of 30 or something, um on the spirit bit timer, then you should stand more in the middle. Also you should only stand on the sides if there are people camping all of the different rabbit spawners. Like if you only have two or three people camping rabbit spawners, then it's not worth going on the sides, and you should go in the middle. But anyways, after that, you're gonna want to use your leap to leap back up to the healer, um, and then you're gonna wait for bear two to be killed, and then once bear two's killed, you just stand like here or whatever, somewhere near the front of the platform, and just RCM bats until bear three spawns, and then yeah, once bear three is dead, you pretty much just do the same exact thing. Just kill bats until the next bear spawns. But yeah, once the fourth bear spawns, you're gonna want to just look over the edge here, and you're just gonna gyro like right there where the sheep is, just over the edge of this. And that's just to group up the rabbits, because there's gonna be like usually quite a few rabbits, sometimes not, but usually quite a few rabbits down here, which the arch is gonna kill. And so you gyro them to be nice to the arch, because the arch has already used their gyro earlier. Yeah, that's if there's lots of rabbits down here, then where after you gyro, you should not kill any bats. But if there's only a few rabbits down there, then you should kill bats. And that's just to stop overkilling, because if there's lots of rabbits down there and you kill bats, then it's gonna like just overkill so many of the bats, and it's not gonna be worth it. Um, Additionally, like if there's lots of rabbits down there, you can also go down and just RCM them if you want. Um, Although usually you probably shouldn't, I guess. But I don't know. It's up to you. You can go down if you want. Um, then, yeah, after the fifth bear starts spawning, I guess, well, okay. You can either like stay up here, or you can like go down here and like hide like on this block or like on this block or whatever, somewhere around there. You can either like, yeah, you can kind of do either one of those. I'd recommend staying up. It's kind of just less effort, and I feel like it's slightly faster as well, but I don't really know. Um, yeah, you're gonna do that for like the fifth bear. And gosh, I'm struggling to think of what to say next. When the sixth bear is spawning, you no longer need to worry about overkill, because that's the last bear. So for this bear, you can come up to this leaf, and you can just like spam RCM on this leaf, or you can like melee Bers if you want, whatever you feel like. But this is just to kill the bats, so that the tank has no chance of hitting a bat instead of hitting Thorn. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the Bers guide. If I've forgotten anything, I will update it in the description or pinned comment or something like that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.